Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of Star Shadow Plays. I'm host Rob, aka Star Shadow. We're here continuing our San Marino challenge in FM21, which is to take the tiny microstate of San Marino all the way from the bottom of the FIFA rankings to number 1. Simultaneously, we're taking a club based in San Marino all the way to Champions League glory, something that we're doing today actually, once again. For the purposes of this challenge though, we decided to take over a club that's based in San Marino but playing in the Italian pyramid, which is why, as you can see, we are at the top and have won Serie A once again. A club called San Marino Calcio that plays in the lower divisions of the Italian pyramid. You can they went to function 2019 and were apparently refounded and resurrected a couple years ago, so they should still be in the later FMs, so you should be able to find them in lower divisions of Italy if you have a database that has those running, so check that stuff out. But for this challenge, we took over that club, pumped a ton of money into it, and pimped out the youth intakes to see if the challenge is even possible. That is the purpose of this playthrough, to see how we can do with a youth intake that's top-notch. Can we make any progress towards getting to number 1? And here, this is going to be, unfortunately, the series finale for the club. We're going to have a couple more national team matches before we end it. But we're in 2035. This is good, what, 15 seasons? So I think this is a good note to go out on here, playing against Man City in the Champions League final of 2035. We had our highest points ever in Serie A, 100. I think it's a huge goal differential. Obviously, we are dominating Serie A. We have won how many in a row now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 7 in a row. 8 of the last 9. Obviously, we're rich, so kind of gives you an idea of how we're doing here. We basically wiped out all the Italian clubs, which is a problem because they're not doing much in the Champions League, which is hurting our league, even though we're winning a bunch of Champions Leagues. We've gone on a nice long run after a disappointing bit here, loss against Cagliari back in January, but we've done well for ourselves since, luckily, including some Champions League knockout legs here. We had Valencia in the first knockout round, and then Lyon and Dortmund in the semifinal, which is what these two are. You can't really see that. Can you do that? That might help a little bit. We dominated Dortmund. They didn't have much of a chance. We won another Coppa Italia as well. I mean, we won a ton of those. We have a lot of trophies and such. We can look at all that stuff after this match, though. Let's get through this here, and then we can take a look and talk about the club and the players we've got, and like some of the plans that we would be pushing forward if we were to continue, which maybe I might do on my own a little bit, maybe not. I don't know. So we're going with oh, we got all 12. Oh, interesting. I keep thinking we only got seven subs, but pushing out one of our best teams here with our vice captain, Khalil Mesa, goalkeeper, world-class goalkeeper. Pretty good. But his reflexes are only 15, which can be a problem because if we give up shots, we need to be able to stop them, and sometimes he can be a little iffy here and there. But still, good keeper. Like I said, vice captain. Our center backs, starting with Adrian Miranda. Powerful center back. He is probably world class at this point. Yeah, there we go. He's a very fast and athletic center back with some pretty good jump and reach at 13. See the marking, tackling all there. Pretty good mentals. Can pass quite a bit. So yeah, he's been a big star. He's got some of the, actually 42 matches at center back, which is one of the highest numbers in the team, tied with our starting keeper, of course. Playing in the middle. Well, here, let's do it this way because I'm going to go into it. Because I'm going to be making some changes. Do that. Because you are going to play as a regular central defender. So you're going to be playing as ball player. Okay, so next Israeli 21-year-old Matan Moore. It's going to be playing in the middle as our cover defender here. Why? The jumping reach, 19. He's pretty good athlete too. But this jumping reach in the middle is very key to the tactic. Like I've always thought, jumping reach is good and positioning good. You can see he's a solid defender, good, solid mentals too, and yeah, he's growing into a really good player. So I imagine he would take another step next season if we were to continue on. Next to him on the left is another one of our young defenders here. Well, he's 24 now, so not so young, but another athletic center defender. Very good mentals, good here. Been a little bit of disappointment. He's mostly because personality. We've had some of the complacency hits to him, which are supposed to be rare, but are every year concurrence for us because we have such a young team. Still pretty good. Hasn't played quite up to his potential, but we are still very happy to have him because he can also play on the left, and oftentimes when we go to our 4-2-3-1, he slides out to here and he can play that, which is a very important bit of versatility for us. But yes, he also plays the wingback position. We go over to the right wingback. It's our Brazilian Haaland Bruno. Came in as a center back. We decided our right-sided center back, our right-sided wingback tends to be someone who can kind of go forward and is also basically a center back too. And so he is kind of the culmination of what we have right now. Athleticism, of course, good mentals, and solid defensively. This is the main reason why he's not playing center back, because his marking is only 11. So I shunted him out there and he's been good. Dribbling, crossing, not great, and the support, good enough. Our other attacking wingback on the left is the indomitable Alessandro Mancini, who has been with us since our first youth intake. He came through our first youth intake and has been with the team ever since, and very quickly became a mainstay out on the left. Kind of, it would probably be his last contract actually for us, because he's starting to drop off just a touch, but still good. So we're very happy here. He's actually had his best season this past year, 22 assists, which is quite amazing for a left wing back. But team leader, doesn't have the leadership to be like a captain or anything, but been a mainstay. Like I said, probably be his last contract, would be his last contract for us, as we have Gabriele Ugolini in the wings, who is stepping up into that area of being almost as good, not as quite as good as defending yet, good marking though, but is a worthy successor from our youth intake to Alessandro Mancini. Actually, his technically not good either. I could have sworn it was better than that. In the middle playing is our deep line playmaker, Sebastian Jara. Not as athletic as a lot, but he is very good positioning, very good mentally. You see his positioning and the teamwork and work rate. Puts out a lot of fires and stuff. Doesn't always get the greatest ratings, but is a very important position. So kind of can sometimes play as a forward center back in a way. So we're very happy, very good passer. We got technique. So he's our captain, club captain. He's been our club captain for 10 years now, I think. 10 seasons. Man. So yeah, this natural fitness is not good, but we've got some players coming. So in the middle, our central midfielders playing the box-to-box role. Rene Samaniego, who's been with us for a while now. You can see very athletic, and just not a player that excels in any one area, but he's very solid in all these areas and just plays very well. He's a very good player. Had some trouble with contracts, so we might actually sell him and move on and bring in a younger player here. But he's someone that I actually do like and kind of would like to keep around. Just get forward whenever possible is good too for him with the box-to-box. He's more of the defensive side, but he's all around. He's been really good, so he's been a nailed-on starter there for a long time for us. And Roberto Sanchez, world-class midfielder, as you can see. The who's who of clubs want him. PSG, Barcelona, there was some Premier League interest as well, but he's not leaving. He's very athletic, good mentally. And what you might like to see here is this jumping reach of 17, so he can get into the box and is able to score. Although this season is his lowest goal scoring season with us at 4. Normally he's up in near the double digits, 9 to like 12. So it's a little disappointing, but he's still a very good player. Very, very happy with what he's done. Up front, one of the players that makes everything work, Chris Wakeham, Welsh superstar. Super athletic, of course. He is the quintessential complete forward here. Jumping reach, strength, mentals are good. His composure, finishing maybe not quite world class, but he scores goals like no one's business. He got the dribbling, he's got the passing, the work rate, and everything. He is very, very good. Lots of teams want him. Not selling. He's in a good run of form too. He's got 27 goals this season. So very, very happy here. His strike partner, Juan Cuartas, Colombia. Another athletic forward. More of a dribbler and finisher. He's got the 20 composure and the 17 finishing. So I'd like to get him on the run. I actually would expect him to score a little bit more. I mean, he's got 20, but I would actually expect him to score more with his finishing and his composure. But he's still a very good player, and obviously he's taken that spot. It took him a little while to bed in with the team after we first bought him. He's come up very, very huge for us since then. And so yeah, that's what we're running with. We will look at some of these other players after the match. So let's get into this like this. Okay, we want to get this down. Oh shoot. We want this down to balanced. See how things go, and then we'll kind of adjust from there. Actually, let's bring Tome in. Jindaropa. All right. You can see we got a large variety of goal scorers here. A lot of people chipping in, but mostly our strikers. 27, 20. Christian Misore has got 11. And then just Povic had like 7 or 8 when he left. So we've been getting a lot of goal scoring from all over the place, but mostly the forwards. All right, let's get into this then. And see what Man City's got for us. They, I believe, won the Premier League this season. They have one of our former players who I was very upset to lose, which we'll see in just a second. Alright. Because we're going to be looking at their team to see what they got here. So, Erling Haaland is still around, 34, and still dangerous. This is going to be fun. Put him on his weaker foot. The Brian. Also a good striker, as you would expect. Not as good though. He's a solid striker as opposed to like a world-class striker, like a good striker. So to say he's not dangerous, just comparatively he is not world-class. Robert Harris here. I don't know why we're tackling him hard. His bravery's good. He's a good player though. Elite forward, yeah. So he's probably playing like a shadow striker kind of role. Kind of thing that we are built to work on. Lino Santos de Guvia. Very versatile player. We've seen him run a lot. He's at Barcelona. He's a very good player. A very good player. That's right. Somehow still a model professional. My teams lose their personalities really quickly. Theirs do not, apparently. Of course, they don't win as much, so. Mirko Pilia. Swiss Wonder Kid. You can see he's not very big. He is growing. He's definitely 19, as you can see. Good player. Nothing that should really scare us. Christoph Rauber, who was someone we tried to actually bring in a few years ago to play exactly this position here. But he's pretty good, but nothing that makes me super scared. Udumosu, who do we have here? He's not terrible. He's pretty solid. He's good here. He's not great. He's not any better than my guys are going forward. So that's going to be an interesting battle along our right side. But he's a good defender. Very smart defender. Jump reach sucks, so we might be able to take advantage of that maybe. Rafael Vidal, French Wonder Kid, center back. He is he's solid. That's a really breakthrough. I'm surprised you're playing this guy. I'm sure they have better. That's interesting. Malcolm Kerrigan. This is a better center back, as you can see. Definitely better. Definitely much better. Matt Boone is someone we tried to bring in, but he was going to be too much. Also looking at playing as a deep line playmaker. It'd be very good. Look at the athleticism, really good. Very smart mentally too. Yeah, I would have loved to have him on my team. And the guy that they stole from us, well, he had a release clause that they met. Francesco Bertoni, legendary keeper, could have been a legendary goalkeeper for us. We bought him when he was 18 for a lot of money, like 45 million at that point. It was easily our highest outlay of money, 44.5, and then they met his release clause at 100. It was 120, but he played for us for 5 seasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons. Played really well. Was really good. And when he went to Manchester City, and it was also very good there. Never got our shutouts that he got with us. And gave him a lot more goals than he ever did for us. But very sad to lose him, but he was a very good player. He probably would have been a club captain or vice captain for a long time if he had stayed. But yeah, he's 100. Yeah, he's obviously got to be one of the super high PA guys, but I'm guessing maybe in the 190s. So I'm very sad that we don't have him still on the team. But it's been a long time since then, so you can make a real statement about your intentions in this match and go on an attack from the opening whistle. How will you approach this game? My job is to win, so we'll do whatever needs to be done. We'll see how they come out. If they come on attack, or whether we need to come out and attack them. We're unbeaten in 6 matches against Manchester City. How much of an edge does that give you as kickoff approaches? Well, it's important to use every tool at your disposal to try and win. Whatever hits them psychologically or anything else, that's what we want to do. Alright, see what we got. I left it there. Should I go bigger? Or should I go smaller? Right, let's stay small then. Alright, let's see what we got here. Technically the home team here on the attack. Good. Tough pass. Be a good pass from Harrison Bruno. Oh, it's offside though. That's a warning shot though. I like it. That was a good ball. He was just offside though. Yeah, I'm not surprised he was offside. He looked offside to me when I initially saw it. Yeah. All right. All right. Fire the first shot. Get them thinking we're holding on to the ball a bit here. Get the first shot off. Okay. Okay, so, okay, oh. Okay, it's gonna be one of these then. One of these where the referee wants to try and decide the game because Man City can't beat us. So they've paid off the referee. You can see there's a push. And my guy's hand goes up because he got pushed. Referee goes, I don't give a crap that your guy got pushed. Man City needs a goal. Give him the goal. That's all we can do. So it's gonna be one of those. You'll look at this afterwards. Referee's gonna have like a 4.3 in the rating. But hold on, before we do that, Erling Haaland, yeah, that makes sense. Let's go yell at the team because that's stupid. It's not his fault. I can't blame Ward there. He got pushed. His hand went up, hit the ball. Referee could have called the push. Of course, they're not going to because it's Man City and English teams are going to pay off the referee because they have not won a Champions League since we started making them. And oh my god, it's a terrible ball. It should have been stolen there. I don't know how they didn't get stolen. Might have to come out of our shell a little bit here. Okay, so that we had a guy go right through the ball apparently, so you can pretty much see what's going on here. Okay, now that's a lot of stuff going on here. Might have to come out a little bit here. See if we can get back into it that way. Putting the ball in the air. Wish he would hit a little bit more so Cortez could come down and get that, but there we go. Good. On the run. Good ball. Great ball. Oh, what is going on there? What? Oh, it's offside. Not liking that at all. What is the card count at now? 2 yellows to us, 0 to them. Foul count is not very different, yet we have yellow cards and they don't. Again, you can see we're playing 12 men here. Our referee is not on our side here. Firmly not on our side. And that guy just able to warp through 3 guys because apparently that's what's allowed here. Right, go. That's a tough take. My god. It's not a good ball. Okay. We have to decide what we're gonna do here because this is not going the way it should be going. They're not doing anything. They haven't really done anything. The referee's done a lot, but Manchester City offense has done not very much. Pass. There we go. There's that man, Chris Wakeham. There's that man, Chris Wakeham. Trying to get to 30. Trying to get to 30 on the year. I'm not happy right now, but you've done okay, so more to come from you, Chris Wakeham. Now I need to till Miranda, Van de Beek, Bruno, Chini, Sanchez. Gonna individually tell them, point my finger, and tell them they're not doing good enough. Oh, Matamor should have got the same thing. I should have just went to the whole defense and said that. Alright. Alright, we kind of settled down after the ref show in the beginning. See if we can... See if we can get back into it again. The break probably helped them more than it helped us. We were just starting to grab that momentum. Oof. Okay. That was the weird looking shot. I don't know how I got anything on it. Alright, here we go. This is where we thrive on the counter. Pacey, good dribblers. Gonna say you got pushed and dropped. How is that not a yellow card? How is that not a yellow card? That's the definition of a yellow card. On a break, he comes in and he totally chops him down. How is that not a yellow card? How is that not a yellow card? Now, I know a lot of you complain that, you know, about stuff and that about the referees being quite biased against us, but I mean that's a perfect example there. That somehow was not a yellow card. That's like the clearest yellow card in the book, and somehow that is not a yellow card, especially after some of the stuff that we got carded for. All right, gotta start considering some moves here. Really surprised Mancini's playing so bad. He's a big match player. Like that. There we go. There we go. It's a big match player. Let's drop down back down to balance to see if they come at us and if we can counter off it or if we need to do anything else here. Alright. Our captain's not playing very well, so we're going to bring in youngster, 21-year-old Matthias Arman. He's basically a center back, but he plays the DLP role for us because good passer. He's very good. He's pretty athletic too. Pretty smart. That's what he's here for. Our club captain kind of struggling in this one. Regis Sanchez is not playing very well. We might have to pull him. I don't know if we're being too passive here, going back down to balance, or whether we should go back up to the positive again. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm kind of playing as more of a deep liar here, it looks like. Oh, not there. Made that run. Ooh, great tackle. Attaboy Wakeham. Ah. Quartz cannot bring that down. All right, let's bring in. probably Tariq Moharam, Egyptian. Good passer, good mentally. Most importantly, he's good free kick taker, which could help a bit. I think that's what we're gonna do. The other option would be Amador, who is a little more athletic. Not quite he's pretty good better free kick taker than I remember. I could pass her as well. Also very good mentally. But I think we're gonna go with Tariq Moharam. Also, Bruno's not playing very well either, but stick that out for right now. Oh my god. Oh, what is that? What was that? What is the defending there? Who's on him? Is that looks like... Yeah, I didn't run. I mean, he's not going to win against Haaland because he's not that great in the air, but he just walked away from him. I don't understand that defending. I don't understand the defending. Ooh, and that should really do it. That should do it. That's a good finish. You get the referee out the way, and we're back into it. That was a class goal. Kind of goal that I don't like giving up. But got class. Could hit everyone and their mother. Nice tackle. Okay. What I wish he could have hit. Wait, okay, well that's gonna get Wakeham in the clear there. Oh, good ball. Oh, that's Sanchez probably puts that away actually. Oh, what a ball. That's why Wakeham is like the key player in a team. He makes the offense go because he's a playmaker and he's a scorer. You can see by that pass there. That was sumptuous. Scrumptious even. Alright. Erling Haaland just pushing him over, okay. Okay, that was very ambitious. There we go. Another Champions League for us. We make a living winning these. Congratulations, y'all. Of course, you weren't good. You get yelled at. I guess you don't have to get yelled at, but you do. You weren't good enough. Not pleased. Ooh, so there we go. That's how it's gonna end. We're gonna end on a high note here. Champions League. Let's see, how good does it feel to win a Champions League? Yeah, I'm very proud. Just check out the celebrations. How about that comeback? You must be thrilled. We went down, made some changes. Well, the only change we actually made was that we got the referee out the way. And yeah, that's gonna do it. It means we go back to back. Actually, we celebrate an incredible quintuple this season. It's not a big surprise here. As you can see, we've won Champions League, Serie A, Coppa Italia, the Super Cup, the Italian Super Cup that is, and the UEFA Super Cup. The only one that was actually in any kind of doubt was the Champions League, but we did it. Did it once again. Here we go. They wouldn't let me look that the referee had a good game. That means like 6 or 7, so he wasn't that good. But got the win. That's what matters. Riccio Bolticino humbled. Very interesting coach over at Manchester City now. Oh yeah, Pep is at Juventus right now, so we've been facing off against him a little bit here and there, and he is not happy with the way things are going. A lot of medals here. I think everyone got a medal. Everyone, including one of our backups who had to play. Yeah, I think that's everyone here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yep, all 25, and our backup who had to play some of the early bits. Who you get though? So we've lifted a Champions League 5 times in 8 years. That's how it's done, and that's why the English have not, or none of the English clubs have won a Champions League in those 8 years, and they're not happy. We've taken out English clubs every season, like along the way. Last season, if you recall, we took out English clubs in every knockout stage. It was nothing but English clubs, so that was fun, and I love making sure that overrated teams don't win. So it makes me super happy. I would hope the board is happy with our Champions League win. We did get a new owner after takeover, which is actually the daughter of the owner, me. So I wouldn't expect anything to really change. They did cancel one of my affiliates, the one in Colombia, but we got a new one in Denmark. Some of our under 20s playing out there. Wakeham, of course. Impresses. I'm really impressed with how you led the line because we're really good. Columbia boss looking at players. We're receiving a lot of money for our TV revenue, and also from the coefficient ranking pool. We just got a ton of money. We paid out 65 million, so that pretty much covers that stuff. And bonuses for players that need that out, so they keep their annual fees down, and it's fine. I don't mind paying this money at all. Champions League review, of course. Us, runners up, Man City, overachievers, Olympia, Ljubljana. Blah, blah, blah. I can't even talk. That's actually one of our feeder clubs. And underachievers, Dynamo Zagreb. See what what they're gonna ask us here at the end here. Final club press conference. To win a competition like Champions League is a big achievement in itself, but for the club to successfully defend the title and claim back-to-back wins is supposed to be one of the hardest challenges as a head coach. Just how difficult did you find it? This season was not bad. We played a lot of teams that were not English clubs, so it made it a lot easier. History just shows just what a wonderful achievement is, so we're proud. This must be a great moment for you, for me, and the team. Masterminded a memorable Champions League victory that the fans will remember for years to come. What are your immediate reactions? I'm pleased for the win and all the hard work. Despite only having 40% possession, you still managed to win. Did you intend to allow Man City quite so much of the ball? Well, possession is overrated. What did they do with it? The referee did a lot with it, but they did not. How hard was it to be under significant pressure for most of the match and still hold on to the belief that you would emerge with something to show for your efforts? Very good value. We're used to being under pressure. We don't always hold on to the ball very well. Even though we're like so much better than a lot of teams, we still, for some reason, like to play on the counterattack. I try to play more possession style, and the team just like, let's play on the counterattack. What sort of impact do you think getting a goal just before halftime had? It's a great time to score. Forces everyone to tear up their plans. Mancini's been with you on your journey up the leagues. Just how important of a player has he been for the club? Record speaks for itself. Can't complain here. All right, so we did a nice look at the starters. So why don't we look at some of the backups too? Let's see. As I wanted to talk about too, is some of the moves we might make or would make in the summer if we were continuing on here as Julio Mesa, actually, we probably would be looking to sell. Leicester wants him, and if they're bringing the money, I would sell him. Why? Because for one reason, we have a Yakup Yildirim from Turkey, 18 years old. Wonder kid, obviously. Star rating wise, not good, but 19 1-on-1, 16 reflexes. Handling's only 13. We can work on that though. He's only 18. I mean, mentally already pretty good. Physically not bad. Yeah, and also we also have Hans Hendrik Vilgaard, 19 years old. Another good one. Look at these reflexes and 1-on-1s. Handling slightly better, but yeah, that's why. And then I would have Yildirim and Kim Vilgaard rotate. It'd be a 1A and 1B situation. We'll see. We'll ride the hot hand is the idea there. Like I said, Rene Samaniego would probably leave. We get a bid since he's in his last season, and that next season will be his last under contract. And there were people who were interested. They'll probably be interested again. So he would probably leave. We brought in this year Abdoulaye Sula, who didn't quite bet in quite yet. We're still trying to figure out where we're going to play him, his best position. We brought him to play as kind of that cover guy in the middle of the three. Doesn't seem to work out as well, but he's very athletic, and he can also play the DLP position a bit. We could train him up a little bit more to get that passing up. But yeah, well, he's still betting in, so we'll see how it goes in the next season before we worry. We spent a lot of money too, so it's kind of disappointing, but in the end, 80 million. But that's the way it goes. Wagner Sosa Santana. As you can see, another super athletic player who came in as a center defender, and you can see with that, we kind of shifted out to the right. It's actually not bad. It's like dribbling not bad, crossing, and mentally good. Look at the teamwork and work rate. It's a good passer too. He's someone I actually would consider if we got a good big bid to move, because we have some prospects coming through that we'll take a look at in a second. We talked about Matthias Armin. He was a big money buy too, a couple years ago. Very happy. He was a model citizen, then he, of course, the complacency hits in, and guess what? But he's still good, and he actually outplayed Hara at points in the season, so he's very good. I definitely want to keep him, and he's also versatile. He can play center back, even though we never played him there. Our backup complete forward is Glenn McKenzie. Is he athleticism, mentals? He's pretty good. Unfortunately, he's kind of injury prone. So with a good bid, nice big bid, we can see him moving on as well. I have some, like at all positions, we have prospects that are chomping at the bit to come anyway. So if we can get a nice bid for him, we let him go. But he's not bad. He only had 7 goals too. He has never been a huge goal scorer for us. He had 8, 9, he had 15 a couple of years ago. Back-to-back 15s, which is not bad, but we're spoiled by Chris Wakeham, who is scoring tons and tons of goals. 16 league is actually 29. He's got 29. 22 last year. Didn't score that much a couple years ago. 13. How many assists did he have though? 5. That was his off year. Then 21 there. 20. 20. So I mean, he's been very consistent for us. Wonder Kid coming through also, Christian Musari, who is, I'm surprised he's kind of going down. Just the first we've seen of that. He's got a lot of potential still to go. Wonder Kid, very athletic. Giving him a bit of a run. He had 11 goals this season, so not bad. We're kind of hoping we could maybe even play him as a complete forward at some point, but hasn't quite taken to that. But he's still pretty good and he's still growing, so he's the backup. Talked about Tariq Mohram, as well. Very good player. Free kick taker mostly. Kind of not played as much this season as in other seasons. But he's still a good player, so we were thinking about if we were to get a big bid, think about moving him on, but I'm not 100% sure there because he's been good. Coming in the second half of the season, Christian Lemos, explosive striker. As you can see, he is very explosive. And you can see some of the mentals not quite there, not quite a good finisher. He's actually more of a winger. But since we don't play with wingers, he doesn't have a position there. But we decided to see what he can do, see if we can pump this up. We'll see. Maybe we might sell him, maybe not. I don't know. He wasn't that bad, actually. It's kind of interesting, and the athleticism is really cool. So I don't know whether we would or not. It would kind of depend on what kind of bid we got. Felipe Ginderoba is the player, the Brazilian we brought in to actually replace Moharam if he were to leave. He's got the free kick taking and got a little more jumping reach, can play this AMC position that we'd like to play as a second striker, a shadow striker, in some of our more attacking kind of formations. And got the passing, can jump a little bit, can score. He's a good all-around player, so I was very happy. He's played well in his spurts that he's gotten to play, so can almost play as a backup complete forward if we need to. Doesn't quite have the jumping reach. He's 5'9" though. Can't expect everything to be perfect, but a good player. Definitely looks like he's got a lot of room to grow too, so I would have been excited to see how he does. Paulo Alexandre is someone who has been with the club for a very long time. As you can see, been solid. Locked down the left side of the 3 for a very long time. Next season was his last. Next season would be his last under contract. So we're looking to sell him if we can get some decent money. Not even like a lot of money, but just like 50, 60. I think we would sell him. I think it's time for him to move on. He's not quite as good as some of the guys we have coming, and so we need to open up some spots. And he's been very good, but I think it's about time for him to go on to another challenge. I think he's still very good though, and we played him a lot. That jumping reaches and athleticism is really nice, so we'll miss him, but like I said, it's time. And Guillaume Amador here, we just talked about during the match. You can see he's growing quite a bit. Kind of grooming him as the box-to-box guy, even though he's 5'9". Because he's got a little bit of tackling. We can get a little bit more out of that. We might be able to move him there. And he's kind of more of the attacker kind of style, but as we kind of move to more of a offensive style, I think he'd be a good fit. He's got a lot of runway too, of course. Gabriel Ugolini we talked about too. A lot of potential. Could be the world-class player San Marino needs. We'll be seeing him later as he'll be playing for the national team. But we have a couple matches of those to go, so gotta love. There's everything but that natural fitness. I mean, it's not gonna last as long, but he still had to have like good 10 years ahead of him. But yes, potential. But yeah, I'm liking him. I think he's gonna be really good there once he gets a chance to be the guy. Giuseppe Tomei, we're gonna see also in the national team. We had high hopes for his potential. Apparently, it's not gonna be good, but he's still a good player, good solid player. Looks like he's gonna be the kind of guy we keep around as someone from our youth intake to keep around. But he's really fast. He's also 5'4". He's got 9 jumping reach. It was at 10 at one point. Man, if we can get him back up to there, he's gonna be a good backup. Basically, is what we're saying. The last guy on our 25 was Paolo Rossi, who's been with us since nearly the beginning. That second season, at summer we had bought him and developed him throughout that year. Then he stepped in when we were in Liga Pro Girones C or Girones C, and played a lot for us at first, and once we got to Serie A, he kind of started dropping off, but we keep him around, like because we bought him for 16.25 thousand, but also because he's the model citizen that we use to try and mentor. So he doesn't play very often anymore. He plays in the B team more, but yeah, model citizens don't have a lot of those. He's gonna try and move on. He's got to move on at some point. We're gonna need to find another model citizen to take his place. I also talked about Fabio Maiani, who had to play in the Champions League a few times in order to. Actually, did he not have to this season? Normally he does. Well, maybe he didn't this year. Normally he does. That's why we keep him around. But he's a okay keeper. So he's like a backup here and in national team. So we'll see him. Before we do that, let's go look at some loans that we got out that we're gonna be excited. Left-sided wingback Andre Meneses, who gonna have to go out alone next season, I think. Not quite ready, especially with our left side locked down right now, so he needs more experience. Potential. Marco Aguilar, it's okay. Got some potential. Could be a lone guy where we're gonna sell probably. Don't know if he'll be able to make it. Jose Mateus is wonder kid playing out at Stade Rennais. This guy is the guy we're looking to possibly replace Samaniego if he leaves. If he leaves, he's got a lot of athleticism. Not quite the mentals, of course, but he's only 20. But he's a good passer. Tackling, not quite there. We can get that tackling up. That would be perfect. And the marking, he's not quite defensively ready, but I think he might be that box-to-box guy that could work, especially if he hits that potential. It's an exciting player here, a Lithuanian, Mikalauskis. He spent the second half of the season out alone or is it the whole season at Barcelona, which he can infect there. He didn't play, he didn't start a lot of matches, but this potential, we want to see him grow, because if he makes it, then we want him to play for us. So another exciting potential guy. One of the complete forward backup possibilities here, Wesley. He spent time over at Bayer Leverkusen this season. You can see pretty athletic, jumping reach not quite there, but you can see he's got a lot of stuff here, and he's a good passer. So he's someone I would really be interested in bringing in. Kike is not very good. No, he's solid. Keeper, sell. Through our youth intake, Babic spent season at Milan, AC Milan. You can see Slovenian. Not bad. Growing. Gotta probably be all alone again. With Mar Geraldo is at Groningen. He's not gonna play for us. Gets a center defender because that jumping reach is just too low for me. But he's not bad. I'm hoping that he might be able to sell for a bit, or we might send him on loan again. Maestro de Casa, another good player. To sell, looks like. I'm not sure that he would make it in anything that we were doing. Tibor Hecko was a hope for us at center back. Hasn't quite progressed, and his potential is not quite as high as some of the players we got waiting. So we sent him out to Sevilla. I would have thought his value would have been up a bit higher so that we could sell him, but I don't know. Moritz Newman, another wonder kid that we signed on a free, basically just because he was a free, and sent him on a loan so that we could sell him. Gonna make big profit here. He's also good. So he's not gonna play for us, unfortunately, but look at this athleticism. Not quite the scorer. Better than Lemos, but I mean, he could possibly work for us, I don't know. But right now he's a sell guy, which means everyone hates us for that reason. Gonzalo Vasquez, Paraguayan, sell guy. He's a good passer though. Excited to see how he turns out for someone. Demo out of our youth intake, Boa Vista. Made 14 appearances there. We'll see Pelliccioni for the national team. He's got the call up. He was over at Portimonense, I believe. No, he's at Boavista too. Made 31 appearances, so that's good. Well, he'll be sold on because he's not going to make it on the first team, but hopefully he'll continue to grow. Pepe needs to be moved on. No potential. Libor Wagner is someone I would love to actually have on our team somewhere, but I don't think he's going to get a chance. He's got the jumping reach. He's got the passing. His finishing's not quite there, but he's got the composure. He could possibly play as the complete forward. He's got a couple of first team appearances actually. But I would love to be able to sell him for big money even, or play him. Lorenzo Roque is a Mexican we're going to sell. Mostly passer and fast. Good athleticism. But he's more of a winger than anything, so it doesn't really fit what we do. Jose Tadou we sent out on loan to PSG because we needed to open up a spot. He's to sell at this point because he's going to be pretty close to the last year of contract at this point. Antonio Ceballos, striker, not very good. Giordino, also not good. I need these other guys. There we go. Oh, Sam Jeffries out of our youth intake. Welsh, he's the new Welsh goalkeeper. Not very good, but he's got the 20 jumping reach. He's only 6'4". It's not very good, but he played at Roma, is it? Yeah. Mattia Giatti we're going to see at the national team. Played at Inter, got 30 appearances, very good. And Sergio Aquino, who is another one to sell. Is at Benfica, played a lot. But why are some of those guys there out on loan? Because they're old or they suck. But here's what we have coming. We talked about Velgard. Got Ivan, whose potential is kind of going up and down a little bit, so we're not really sure what to think here. Could be a solid center back. We'll send him out on loan, see how he does. Inese Provolieniak. I cannot say his Croatian name apparently. He's someone we're excited about because you can see already he's a good defender. Can't pass or anything. Good jumping reach. Decent athleticism other than that. He's someone I kind of want to see how he would do up in on the first team. I brought in another youngster, Mexican Roberto Diaz, another center back. Got some pretty solid potential, but I don't know if it's gonna be good enough. We're looking for the best of the best now, so he's got to develop a bit. Juanma, center back. Jumping reach only 13, but we decided, you know what? We saw this crossing and dribbling. Said, you know what? Maybe we'll throw him out on the right wing back position, see how he takes to that. Because his heading's good, but his marking, tackling, having not quite gotten to where we thought he would be. He's got a lot of potential, so we'll see if we can get it there. I mean, the teamwork can work great. Kind of reminds me of so Santana that can't quite jump as high. So we'll see how that goes. Someone we're super excited about is an Italian, Andrea La Montagna. Almost certainly would be a member of the first team next season. Not the best central defender, but the passing and vision means it has DLP written all over him, so we probably use him as a swing guy. So I definitely wanted to bring him up and see how he does and see if that's the chance that he needs to blow up. Because I'm super excited. He's been in the system for a few years now because we bought him when he was super young. Guidi is not doing anything. It's going to be sold. He's not even playing for the national team yet. Pedro Rodriguez out of our youth intakes. Also to sell. Dražen Malocha. Another potential guy, 18. Growing. Bravery sucks, but could be a box-to-box kind of guy. Passing not quite there, but he's got some defensive skills, so someone to keep an eye on. Dennis Berger here is going to try and make a complete forward. Passing's not quite there, so I don't know if he'll make it, but he's got some potential, so we'll see how it goes first. Out of our youth intake, Federico Machina, who is not been called up yet to the first team in the national side. He'll be going out on loan. We'll see how he does. He's good. That's the most packed part of the national team, so it's kind of hard to make it's kind of hard to get a chance there. So he's got some ways to go, but potential's there. The potential's there. One of the other right wing backs that we're excited about, Nabil Alak. You can see, not bad. He's another got a lot of potential. Moroccan. He's also someone I really kind of want to bring up because I think he could fit in that right wing back spot the best. Decent defender. His heading's not good enough maybe to play in the central defense role, but he's a good jumper, got a lot of pace, got some decent dribbling, crossing is getting there. So I think that could work out really well. Lukasz Kucharski, someone we've been looking at the box-to-box role. The jumping reach is kind of disappointing, but he's 5'8", so what do you expect? Been kind of going back and forth with him. He probably will sell, but he's someone we've been looking at for a long time, especially since he's 22. Timo Malungu, South African, he brought in for the potential. Another project to maybe make into a complete forward kind of thing. So we're working with him. Sebastian Hoffman actually plays on the right. Got a right wing back kind of deal, left wing back kind of deal. Brought him for potential. We'll see what he develops into. Still young. Fontamachi, sorry. Another potential guy, good passer. Supposed to pretty much be the attacking kind of style. Very athletic, which is nice. So send him on loan. If he makes it, he makes it. If not, we will hopefully cash in. Mancini, not good enough. Pernod, another prospect guy. A lot of athleticism. He's 18. We're trying to see how he develops. Facundo Dominguez, another potential guy in the midfield. We're trying to see what happens. Another attacking kind of player here with the passing. Good first touch. Like I said, a lot of these guys are guys we're developing, see what we can get out of them with that potential. Kevin, we thought had a lot of potential, does not play a complete forward a position. Didn't quite pan out, so we'll be looking to sell. Basile, good as a wingback. We're looking at him as a wingback, got potential. Like I said, lottery tickets. We're at this point where there's a lot of lottery tickets. Diego Berardi, who we'll see the national team. He's the backup right wing back there. Solid player. Time to sell on. He needs to get playing time. Time for him to go. We'll let him go on free. Let him sign. Hopefully he gets lots and lots of playing time. Acevedo, brought in cheap. Wonder kid. Hopefully we can sell for a lot of money. Teo Berardi. Another one we're gonna try and move on because he's not quite made it. Sigbjorn Frimstad was out on loan this season. Bought because he was cheap. Down valued at 47 million because he was out on loan. Played well. Sell because he doesn't really have a spot for us. So he's like a pure winger. Samet Balchi. This guy also another lottery ticket for that box-to-box midfield role. He's fickle though. We're trying to train him onto that because it's affecting his training a bit. But like I said, lottery ticket. We'll see. And Donny Rodriguez, we thought he might have a little bit more potential than he does. So maybe a loan and sell kind of deal. We don't have too much up here. These are youth intakers. Valentini. Oh, the surprise thing about the C side, of course, is that, or the season, is that they won Liga Pro C, so they got promoted. Apparently, the way this was set up, the B and C teams can be in the same division. So next season, the B and C squads were both B and Serie B, which would be a problem because now that's gonna hurt development, I think, a little bit. Because yeah, but I mean, we could. I don't know what we're gonna do exactly. I think we'll load one team normal and then one team not so normal, and we'll see if they can get relegated back down to C or something. I don't know, but yeah, that's gonna be interesting because watch them stick, and then it's gonna be really hard. But Valentini, potential from youth intake. Canini, who's now making his mark in the national team, promising. He'll be. They're gonna be playing in B, so we might not have to loan people out. I don't know. Randy Wallstra, we brought in lottery ticket for central defender. He's on track. That's all I can say right now. Another player for the national team who's not quite there yet. Got the jump reach that we like, but it's still a lot of development to do. I don't know what we're gonna do there. That one doesn't matter. That's that's model citizen for mentoring purposes. Agarici, promising, but not quite there. He's gonna get more time at a higher level. So Chicoli, same kind of deal here. Trying him out on the left wing back right now because he hasn't really got the technicals yet for center defender. Trying to find places for these players to play. Sebastian Godoy, a midfielder, lottery ticket. Seeing what we can do. Baldacci, he's also did we bring him up for this last cycle? I don't remember or not, but you know, potential. We'll see how he does. Same here. Gasparoni, not sure. We're down there. Let's switch this off. We were actually gone. Gasparoni, 18, promising. We'll see. Aschenbacher, either footed Swiss player. We'll see. He's from our youth intake too. Mark Bush from our youth intake. See how he does. Paolo Giulianelli. He needs to go out on loan, I think, and play. Although maybe, I don't know, we'll see what we do. He's not quite developed, but he's still 19. Still a lot of time. We'll see what we can do here. Santiago Ruiz, Colombian, we took from our affiliated team at the time. Figured we'll give him a shot, see how he develops. Roberto Bachoki, 18, developing. We'll see. And that's really all we got here. If we go to the under 20s, you can see some of the youth intakes, players from youth intake. Mondato, Italian, because like Italy's trying to get a keeper from our youth intake. This will be interesting to see if he develops. Boscolo, we'll see if he can turn into center back. What's we got? Halilai, we'll see. It's got a long ways to go. Here's 15 though. We'll see. Ariel Farias, a lot of potential apparently. We'll see. It's got some stuff here. It is athletically not very good, but we have some potential here. Marino Semprini, another midfielder. We'll see. 5-1. We'll see. We'll see. Luca Rossi, striker. You can see where we get lots of strikers. Angelini as well. You can see, yeah, we're loaded in the front lines. Pietro Berardi, another striker with a ton of potential. Harrison Lara, another striker. At least he's American, so maybe he has a chance. We brought him in. And Amici, who we got, this was 2 youth intakes ago, trying to get him going. His potential drop down to 4 stars, so we'll see there. Yakasark. There you go. Another striker. Dolcini. The promising midfielder. We don't have a lot of promising defenders, but we do get a lot of midfielders. Alright, so we will take a look here. Competitions, you see what we've done here. See, we've won 5 Champions League. 5 Champions Leagues. 8 Serie A. The one runner up. We won Super Cup 4 times. Italian Cup 4 times. We won the Conference League, UEFA Conference League 1 time. The 1 time we were in it. We won Serie B at the first time of asking. Won the Italian Super Cup 7 times. Of course, we also won the Pro Good C and D. Yeah, so Serie D, Serie C. So yeah, we have a lot of success here, a lot of honors there. See domestic leagues, so we first time breaching the triple digit mark, done very well. Champions League there. I wanted to see what does our stats look like this season. As you can see, here we go. I wanted to show this. Possession, 49%, even in Serie A. We were clearly the best team. We still didn't even have 50% of the possession most of the time. Just kind of crazy. Defending, we were the best defending team, of course. We were still the best offensive team too, weren't we? No, we weren't. We got outscored by Milan. Huh. We got out XG by a lot too. Huh. Our stadium's finally big enough that we're not like down here at the bottom. We're at 7th now, which is awesome. And 99% capacity. Yeah, so. Players that we're looking at, again, kind of guess here, 5 stars here. Russian Yaratstov. Maybe he's a striker. We'll see. Lalali. Another left-sided wingback style. English player at Brighton. I mean, getting anyone out of the English league is really hard. Titov, another Russian. Bremer, 17-year-old German. Still trying. Fiada. He would have to be more. He's more of a striker. Said Arfaroui at Metz, maybe. Not sure how good. I mean, it's mostly for the potential. I'm not sure how good he actually would be. Vincent Renault at Nice. Not bad at all. He's actually playing a lot for them too. Jack Woodward, 16-year-old at Man City. We're trying to steal him, but I don't think they're gonna bite. Vigari at Roma. I poach all I can. But yeah, we also keep track of a lot of potential, so you can kind of see what we found potential wise. We have, oh yeah, Bench is gonna be joining. He's a right-sided wingback, central defender kind of guy. Did we get anyone else? I thought we might have brought in someone else. Oh, Umut Sert, striker. He definitely has a long way to go before he'd be ready for anything. And didn't we bring in someone else too? I could have swore yeah. Sari Powell, striker. So that's some of the guys that we're bringing in. We're just bringing in talent, using our money, bullying people. You know how it goes. Then we're gonna sell to fund stuff, and yeah. So we are. I've done quite a bit. Wanted to do facilities still, state-of-the-art training in youth, corporate, and exceptional academy and youth. So that's why we got decent players coming through. And this is the team that's been funding our national team. So This is where it comes from. These are affiliate clubs now. We just got brought in GF because that's what our board wanted. So I was like, okay, whatever. So yeah, that's the team. That's what the club is left. That's a very long talk about the club, but this was the finale for the club. So I wanted to give an overview of everything of the club, because it's very important that we see all this stuff. So obviously, because we spent a lot of money, it's kind of gone down a bit, but we're in no danger. It'll go back up because, like I said, we'll sell and stuff. Vision now, then we have a new vision. Sign high reputation players. We haven't signed anyone yet, so I don't know why they're complaining. It was fine before, but I guess they needed something to yell at me about. Develop players using the club youth system. So what do they actually want here? Become active members. Well, we have a couple active members right now. We'll see if we get some more to come through. But yeah, that's our new club vision because of the new owner, which went through last month, I guess, basically, or early April. So I guess we can look at. Oh, you're also joining. Who are you? Tombana, we also bought for super cheap. Those were rejected. Rivaldo Torres. Oh, 4.5 star striker. Okay. Staff. Okay. Out. So we don't have anyone going out. Okay. Take a look at our transfer history. This is the first year actually that we spent a ton in, then out. 348 in, only 95 million out. Well, last year 274 out and 231 in. So we've been profiting each year except for last year, so that's why kind of went down a little bit. Had a big year this year too, where we had 218 million out and only 50 million in. Yeah, so that's how it works a bit. All right, so there we go. Like I said, I just wanted to give a big overview of the club since this was the last update here for this. I mean, there's a chance I might try and run this in the background for a day and see how far it can get and see the future a bit, but I kind of don't want to do that just because it is very it's gonna be very disappointing to see what the AI does with this club, because the AI doesn't know what's going on most of the time. So we'll see if I actually do that or not. But we have a couple more updates coming. We're gonna spend some time with the national team to end it. We got 3 matches coming. European Cup qualifier against Lithuania. Decent matchup with Ecuador, and then gonna bookend my time with the national team, and that when I started with the national team, our first match was a loss at home against Estonia. So for my final one, we're gonna bring Estonia back and get our revenge, which we should do quite handily. So that's how we're gonna end it. So still a few more matches to come, but this was the last one with the club. So now you kind of know what's going on. So thank y'all for waiting through this, I guess, because this is a lot and it's already like, it could be like an hour and 20 minutes. I'm sorry. So you guys kind of skip through this all you want. So, but you want to show off a little bit here and there, the proud father showing off what's gone on here. What are our records? Most goals by a player, Victor Michel. That would probably go down next season to Chris Wakeham. He's very close. I wanted to see both scored. Victor Michel scored 31 in, I believe that was Serie C. Alessandro Mancini, youngest player, Mirko Luigi. Yeah, so fastest goal. 12 seconds, forgot about that one. Most goals in a match, 5 by Jelko Josipovic. Abate, Giovanni Abate back in our first season scored 4 in a league match. Mancini had 19 assists a few seasons ago, even though he like said total for the season he had 22 this year. That's his biggest. Matches, most matches won in a row 13, most matches without losing 77. I thought we had even more, but I guess not. Biggest transfer we paid 80 million, which was it's about 68 million euro. Received about 100 euro for Francesco Bertoni. But yeah, I mean that's gonna do it. So proud father, like I said. So thank you all for watching and enjoying it. So club over, and like I said, we'll talk more about the future in the final matches. So hope you enjoyed it. You know what you think in the comments. Got more ideas. I mean, this is the first time doing anything like this, so I'm sure there's lots of things we could have done better and differently, but it's the way it goes. This is our first try doing stuff. Doesn't always work, but we did what we could. So thank you all. So if you are enjoying this, of course, like, comment, subscribe, share, all the good stuff on this video or any of the videos you have to watch. Very much appreciated. And shout out to all the subscribers. Really appreciate it, because it's just way too many. Way too many, way more than I ever expected. So thank you. Yeah, so there's links in the description to our Twitch and our Twitter if you want to check that stuff out. Streaming on the weekends and Twitch with some of my friends doing multiplayer stuff that way. And then I have another channel as well, should eventually be linked in with this channel. You can check that stuff out if you want. But yeah, thank y'all once again. So hopefully y'all are doing well. Stay well, stay safe, stay good, stay healthy out there. I'll see you all next time. Y'all have a good one. Bye.